Morning. All right, that was kind of embarrassing. I actually was live 2 minutes ago, but I didn't hit the start stream button, so I was just talking to myself. But I think now we're finally live. All right, okay. What's up, guys? All right, rookie mistake. Wow, I feel silly. Yeah, I was talking to myself for like 2 minutes because I didn't hit the start stream button on YouTube, but um, I guess that's what happens. What's up, everyone? Yeah, real quick in the chat, if you can let me know how the volume is on the mic, the music, if anything needs to be adjusted. All right. Yeah, I put a little timer on the screen on my clock because I think there's a little bit of a stream delay, maybe like 15, 20 seconds. But I got chat pulled up on my screen, so I'm reading your chats in real time. Thanks for joining, everyone. Yeah, I'm honestly I'm a little nervous. You know, it's my first time live streaming. There's a little bit of pressure, I guess, but you know, in the end, just want the stream to be entertaining. I'm going to be taking a lot of trades this morning. Show you my thought process, what to look for when I enter trades, how I manage trades. Hopefully, it'll just be a good time. Yeah, I feel like the music should be just want like not complete silence, but if it's too loud, I don't want to bother anyone, so just a little bit of lo-fi just to just to make sure there's not like complete silence when I'm not talking. All right, so the plan right now is I'm kind of just monitoring pre-market. I don't generally like to take any trades during pre-market, but kind of just looking at the trends, drawing some trend lines. And I actually like getting into a trade right before market open and letting that the first volatility candle when all the market orders started coming in to kind of kick things off. Yeah, because as you can see, pre-market things move kind of slow. Actually, currently things are, we got some movement here, bouncing off the EMA. But yeah, I'm not really looking to enter any trades yet. Maybe at around 8:25, 5 minutes before market open, that's when I start looking for entries. Oh yeah, so I picked a shark because, yeah, I guess I'm not ready for my face reveal yet. So in the meantime, some other streamers like Bye Bye Money, trading futures, they have animal avatars, and so I looked into that, and yeah, I found this cute little shark. I put a cowboy hat on him just because I feel like I'm maybe more aggressive than some other traders, and so we call that being a cowboy. So yeah, I'm a cowboy shark. The software on the avatar, it's called Animes. I'll type in here. And yeah, it's completely free. They have some animals you can pick and customize, and yeah, there's a face tracking software where if you have a webcam, it kind of just tracks your face and matches it to the animal. So it's pretty cool. This. Yeah, so software's Animes, and J-Bolt, yes, I'm only trading ES. I feel like ES is, it's just the right, like risk for me. I think NASDAQ moves a little too quickly, but if I can grow this account, and I want to scale up, I might consider moving to NASDAQ, but for now, yeah, I can only handle ES. ES also has the most liquidity and the lowest chance of slippage. So yeah, I'm just sticking with ES for now. All right, so yeah, it looks like so far the pre-market action has been pretty bullish. We're in like a longer bull trend. Kind of draw something like this for now. So as of right now, we're above the 21 EMA. I'm only looking for longs right now. So I'm currently trading minis, and I'm only doing one contract. Yeah, I put my risk rules in the upper left-hand side of the screen. Basically, I'm only going with one mini. I'm not sizing in anymore. I think every time I size in, it's just a little too much size, and you know, my emotions get involved, and yeah, it's just, you know, I start stressing basically if I'm in two contracts or more. So currently, I'm just sticking to one mini ES contract per trade, and generally the risk is between like 10 to 15 ticks. Anything more, yeah, it's just a little too stressful. All right, wow, we are bullish right now. So actually, Al Brooks would call this an always in long setup. He says after 2 or 3 bull full body bars, you just got to just get in and market order in, and you know, if I had done that, that would have been a nice win already. But yeah, I mean, my trading plan is to not trade pre-market, so just trying to stick to that plan for now. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Man, I really appreciate you for just all your support throughout my YouTube journey. I can't believe I'm actually doing a live stream right now. But you know, honestly, I don't think I could have gotten here without your support. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing, man. Really appreciate your transparency on your channel. I mean, it's not easy. Trust me. I know it's not easy posting about account blowups and posting your red losing days, but you know, it's all part of the journey, and really the YouTube community is much better for it. So man, you're doing a huge service for the community. Also with your main channel, man, your psychology videos, I've gotten so much value from that and just learned so much from that, and it's really improved my own trading. So yeah, thank you for that. Wow, look at this right now. Just, this is just so bullish, man. I'm tempted to just hop in long, but if I were to hop in long now, I need my stop to be down here, so I just can't do that. That's way too much risk. Man, yeah, appreciate that, Ivan. And Ben, yeah, honestly, I feel like a lot of y'all have discovered my channel from Iman's channel. So yeah, I cannot be more grateful for just the support that he's shown me. All right, 5 minutes until market open. So if we come back down to retest the EMA, I will be looking to get long. So I'm seeing as we're kind of having a little counter trend breakout from this this bull channel right now. This is actually the first entry short. If we can get another second entry short failure, I will take that long scalp. Man, yeah, I'm seeing that that's kind of hard to rechat with my white bars. Probably do something about that before the next stream, if there is one. No, I'm kidding. There probably will be one. I'm thinking maybe I can stream for, I don't know, like once every month or something. Let's see how this one goes first. Thanks, Lafta. Yeah, these teeth are yeah, a little sharper than my real teeth, but yeah, I also like this yeah, this little avatar. Yeah, the cowboy hat really adds a nice touch to him. All right, still waiting for market open. It's first entry short. Looks like there might be a first entry long soon. First entry long. Thanks, Trading Futures Daily. Yeah, I feel like I don't feel so much pressure as to needing to like have a green day today. It's more just, you know, like running a stream. You know, I want to be entertaining. I want to give you guys a good show. Yeah, I don't know. And sometimes I feel like I can be a little awkward when put on the spot. But I don't know. This is really good training, I guess, and it's good practice. Kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. Okay, here we go. Here's a first entry short, second entry short. If we can pull a little back down to the EMA, I'm going to take the second entry short failure. What's up, Matheson? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's exactly right. Trading Futures Daily. Doing this on stream means I have to follow my rules, or everyone's gonna watch me break them. Okay, so I'm taking this long.
Order submitted.
Gonna do a little buy buy entry right here. Calculate my reward to risk. All right. So if I get filled here, I'll be risking 11 ticks. Again, yeah, my setup is always 1-to-1 reward to risk, and I set my reward based on what my risk is, and I put my risk below the most recent pivot low. So yeah, let's see what happens. Big Mama. I don't really know what Big Mama is. All right, here we go.
Order filled.
Oh shoot, I had the wrong order set up. Oh my goodness. All right, I had the wrong. Oh, well, there it goes. So as you can see, that worked. I had the wrong ATM strategy set up. I had my 1 tick profit loss, but all right, technical difficulty, but everyone saw that worked. That should have been a winning trade. I just yeah, that was dumb. I had the wrong ATM order. All right, on to the next one. That's annoying, but I'm gonna count that as a mental win, I guess. Man, yeah, I should have checked my ATM strategies. I had the +1, -1 tick ATM strategy for the you know, for Apex to satisfy trading day requirements, just to get 1 tick out of it. So that's what I had it on, and that's why that happened. But yeah, that should have been a winning trade. But yeah, no time to feel too bad about it. Just gotta keep moving on. Look for the next one. J-Bolt. Yeah, so my profit target is actually $1,000 on the day. So it's, unless I have a really good day, it's probably unlikely that I'll hit that. But yeah, I'll just be streaming until I hit my 3 loss limit. That's the most likely limit that I'll hit, and I don't consider this a loss, despite, you know, technically got stopped out here. This is actually, dang, yeah, that's annoying. That would have been a great trade. Ben, yeah, so I only take longs above the EMA in trending markets. If I see it kind of chopping around, sometimes I will take a long to get back to the EMA. This is only if I see a very defined trading range. And nice job, Aaron. 10 contract scalp. That must have been a big one, man. All right, so this is looking less bullish now. Kind of have a little bit of a bear channel forming. Something like this. Okay, so I think the longer term trend is still up. We still kind of have something like this for like a longer term trend channel. Hey, Chili Dog. So I'm on a 2K tick chart. Okay, so I also have a little trade log here on the side to show kind of how I'm doing so far. So the first one was first one is technically a win, but due to a technical error, it didn't show up as one. You know what? I'm not going to log that one. Something like that. So Yag, every bar is 2,000 ticks, which is 2,000 trades. Ben mentioned an MAG. What's an MAG? I'm not done with the Al Brooks course yet, so you might be further than I am. But yeah, I'm not sure what an MAG is. All right, so we have a little downtrend right now. The EMA is kind of coinciding with the upper trend line. I would take a short here, actually. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get a second entry short. All right, I'm doing it.
Order submitted.
Okay, a little breakout above. That's fine. See if I can't get filled right here.
Order submitted.
All right, I'm in. So this is a second entry short, first entry short, second entry short. It's kind of near the EMA, entered below the EMA, and the upper trend line of this downward channel. So see what happens. You know, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. Moving average gap bar. Okay.
Order filled.
Oh, there we go. All right. Nice scalp right there. That was a second entry short scalp for 8 ticks. And nice win. I'm going to log that. Second entry short. Man, look at that. Great second entry short. Bounced off the upper trend line and the moving average. I could have stayed in for a bigger move, but this is my setup, right? 1-to-1. You know what? I'm gonna call this. Man, it's so annoying. I should have. That was an easy win right there. But this first scalp played as well. All right, I'm gonna update my trade log. Thanks all. Yeah. So this is my second trade I took. Man, the first trade, I should have won this one, but I just had the wrong ATM order set. I had the +1 -1 tick ATM order, and I instantly got stopped out. But this one would have played. So I'm counting this as a mental win, but currently we have one actual win, which was this second entry short right here. Man, now we are dumping. Look at this. Maybe I can. This looks more like something like this. Another trend Another bear trend. So, you know, now I'm definitely looking for shorts right now. I'm actually hoping we can break above this trend line and I can take a counter trend trade to new lows. But yeah, we'll see what price does. Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, man, when scalping price action, you got to be fast. Any second of hesitation and you can miss your entry. Yeah, these candles, when there's a lot of volume, it just moves so fast. Nice, Chili Dog. Yeah. This as soon as we couldn't break above this EMA, I mean, things started looking a little hairy for the bulls, and that's when the bearish momentum picked up. All right, so we are getting that breakout. So I don't see a... Oh, actually, this is kind of a second entry long right here, so I could take the failure back down. You know what? If we can get a second entry short here, I will scalp short again. This entry would be the failed second entry long entry if we break below here, but I'm gonna yeah, I think that's a little too aggressive. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a second entry short. Yeah, Ben, this is it based on Al Brooks. Once you see this dump, you just got to get in. When you see price being extremely bearish, you just get in, set your stop above the most recent pivot, and you know, according to him, at that point, you have a better than 50% chance that the price is going to continue dumping. So, yeah, he calls that always in short. So since learning that concept, I've actually taken quite a few big losses from just jumping in long or jumping in short instinctively based on momentum. And so I'm like a little more wary about doing that, but man, if they play out, they can be very, very lucrative. All right, so we got our first entry short. Just waiting to see if we can get a second entry short. Not quite. Damn, this failed second entry long would have played out, I think. Oh, not yet. I was close to taking this. This is the first entry long, second entry long failure. Man, I should have. Thought it was maybe a little too aggressive, but man, that would have played. You know what? I probably will still take a second entry short. I mean, this is kind of a double bottom. First entry short, second entry short. Yeah, Ben, I feel like when he teaches it, it's like he just picks the perfect examples for wherever he's trying to teach. But obviously, you know, price action is never that perfect. And so you kind of just have to, I don't know, take his concepts and try to apply it as best as you can. But it's, yeah, I mean, he does make it look a lot easier than it actually is. But what I like about his course is that he's very open that, you know what, I'm taking this short, sorry.
Order submitted.
We can get filled here. I'm going to take this second entry short to new
Order
lows.
filled.
All right, we're in. Bounce off the EMA. Going for 11 ticks. Let's see what happens. So what I was saying was Al Brooks, what I like about his course is that he's very open about oh, you know what? At best, you're gonna have like a 60% chance of winning these trades. You know, like he doesn't suggest that, oh yeah, it's always gonna play, or it's very, very likely it's gonna play. He's just very open about how trading is a game of probabilities. You know, you just, if you have a greater than 50% chance of winning, you just go for it. And look at this short. I got it. Hopefully. Oh, come on, so close. Come on. Touched my target, did not
Order
fill.
filled.
There we go. All right. There it is, boys and girls. Another second entry short scalp. We're technically 3 for 3 on the day now. This first one would have played, but ah, man. Anyway, it's 3 for 3 technically, but in actuality, you know, 2 for 3. I'm gonna add that to the log. Let's see, catch up on chat. Yeah, I'm eating Nemo. Yeah, Albrex's full body candles. You have 2 or 3 of them in a row, and then you're always in long or always in short. Then you gotta jump in. Aaron, 44 drop. That's a big drop. I mean, we're on our way there. It looks like. Ben, the chat is, it's not that distracting. I kind of think when I'm scanning for trades, yeah, maybe, you know, I also want to like make sure I'm not ignoring chat, but in the end, I'm still focused on trading, and yeah, I'd rather win trades than just, you know, keep up with chat the whole time. But also after like a trade, it's kind of good to like take a little bit of a break and, you know, rechat, catch up. You know, kind of like give my brain a break from trading. So I think in that case, chat can be actually good in that you're not always scanning for trades. Just kind of give a little mental break. Yeah, morning, Jack. Nice, Aaron. You took this short. Yeah, it was a good one. You gotta watch out for YOLO trades, man. I realized that once you take one YOLO trade and you win it, you just are more likely to take more. Like it's dangerous. Even if you say, you know what, I'm only gonna take this one YOLO trade and then I'm gonna be responsible again. It's hard to actually do that. Once you start YOLOing, it's hard to stop. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, so far so good, man. I maybe in some ways like having that extra pressure of not taking dumb trades and following my rules, and even talking through my rules, and like verbalizing what I'm seeing. I think maybe that's even helping. Just making sure that these are trades according to my plan. Jack, thanks, man. Yeah, I added that the cowboy hat onto the shark. Yeah, I thought if it kind of fit my more aggressive style of trading, more cowboy-like. Facundo. Yeah, I read Tom Hugard's Best Loser Wins. I'd say that's almost a must read for traders. Yeah, the 2 traders with 25% win rate who are insanely profitable. Yeah, those guys go for, yeah, I don't know, yeah, like 1,000% trades. And yeah, I mean, if you're going for risk to reward like that, all you need is a few wins. Doesn't matter how much you lose, and you can be profitable. Hey Pete, good morning, man. Yeah, we're stream's been going well so far. You know, I put a trade log on the screen so you can kind of see how many trades we've taken so far, but yeah, so far we've only been winning. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I mean, I do love making videos, but yeah, they do take a bit of time, and I feel like lately I've been kind of posting less videos, and you know, I still am posting daily account updates in my community tab. But I do want to post more videos going forward. And actually, I want to save this stream recording and probably do a little stream recap. Maybe do a little editing and post that on YouTube as well. I'm also thinking about maybe trying out shorts. Maybe recapping like one specific trade and putting on YouTube Shorts, see how that does. All right, well, we are still in these downtrend channels, so I'm still looking for maybe counter trend breakouts. But yeah, let's see what the market gives us. Jack, so I am not using ICT anymore. I still consider his concepts, you know, like liquidity targets. But yeah, I don't really follow him anymore. He was, I mean, he definitely knows what he's talking about. The guy's incredibly intelligent. Mad props to him. Like, he definitely elevated my training, my trading, back when I was trading ICT. But for me personally, it just got to be a little too much. Like, he just have all these new advanced concepts coming out like every day, and it seemed like he was overcomplicating it, I think. I liked his 2022 mentorship. That was just like, here's one setup. This is your bread and butter. This is all you need. And he said repeatedly throughout the course, this is all you need. But then after 2022, he starts putting out all this other concepts like turtle soups and, I don't know, institutional order flow, like consequent encroachment, all this other stuff that he said you also needed to know. So I don't know. It was just too much for me. So I decided to not trade his concepts anymore. Yeah, no, ICT is definitely. I mean, that guy knows what he's talking about. He is. I do not doubt that he is a profitable trader. Yeah, it was just. Yeah, it was just too much, you know. And and Al Brooks is a lot too. Al Brooks also has a lot of content, but it just makes more sense, I guess. It's more simple. All right, we have another second entry short here. I think I'm gonna take it. All right, I missed my
Order
All
filled.
right, I'm in. I'm in. All right, I just took another second entry short. I'm fading this counter trend breakout that seemed to reject off the EMA, but oh, looks like it's going against me. All right, you know, if I get stopped out, I get stopped out. That's trading, right? Yeah, I guess there was a little bit of congestion here, so not the cleanest. Yeah, not the cleanest price action, but yeah, if we get stopped out, we get stopped out. All right, yeah, I'm definitely getting stopped out here. Yeah, this is I'm just preparing for the L, and that's how I approach all my trades, right? It's like before I enter, I look at where my stop needs to be, and you know, I'm mentally prepared to take the stop loss. That's why I you know, I'm tempted to adjust my trades, like maybe, you know, decreasing my profit target or increasing my stop loss, but I don't know. In the end, being able to accept it before you enter just helps me not touch my trades once I'm in. And so, you know, I'm more likely to let them fully play out. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna stop out here.
Order filled.
All right, there it is. All right, so this second entry short did not work. Okay. So this is going be my first loss? Okay, yeah, this just wasn't clean price action for an entry. There's so many overlapping bars here. Oh man, it looks like it's happening without me. Look at this. Huh. Stop me out, and then now here it goes. Okay, or not. All right, so that was my first loss. So, yeah, I basically have 2 more losses on the day. Again, I'm not counting this first one, because this one should have been a win. So yeah, just have 1 loss so far. Catching up on chat. Yeah, Ben. Yeah, I've been trading live's banner is amazing. I mean, I think both him and myself, we don't claim to be profitable traders, so I feel like it's easier to be more transparent. Like we're not, we're okay with showing our losses because we're not claiming to be profitable. We're just trying to be real and show that trading is actually very, very difficult. And, I feel like a lot of day trading YouTubers, only posting their wins and, they're trying to sell their courses, which, don't fault them for that, but they're not being transparent. Pete, it's 3 total losses. So I'm at 1 right now. Man, look at this trade. Stopped out by 1 tick. And now, okay, I guess we missed my original profit target by 2 ticks. But yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes. Okay, actually it's reversing now. and this is all hindsight, right? I think a lot of times we feel very unlucky if we just get stopped out, then it hits our target. And, I guess that kind of thinking, we can't help but feel that way, but it's not very productive. At the end of the day, when you enter a trade and you set your profit target and stop loss levels, you're just betting, is it going to touch my profit target before hitting my stop loss? And if it hits your stop loss first, then, your trade thesis was wrong, like period. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's by 1 tick or by, 10 ticks. You just have to kind of accept that your original thesis was wrong. And I think that kind of helps you accept losses better, or for me at least. Yeah, thanks, Ben. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, I think transparency is, hopefully that's what sets me apart from other day trading YouTubers. And it's cool to see that there are a lot more day traders on YouTube who are being more transparent and showing their daily P&L, showing their losses, even showing account balances. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, I have my account balance shown on all my videos. So yeah, it's like really not possible for me to hide anything. Ben, my stop loss, yes, it's always based on ticks. And well, I set my stop loss below or above the most recent pivot point based on, what direction I'm trading. Then my profit target is just the same distance from my entry. Yeah, Facundo, it's there's so many courses trying to be sold on YouTube, and it is a little overwhelming, and some of them are like really expensive too, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's I mean, I'm not saying that these aren't valuable, but yeah, Yeah, I just be careful buying a course from someone who is not very open with their P&L and with their track record, and isn't being very transparent. Just because you need proof that someone's profitable before buying their course, right? What's up, B? Yeah, Ben, and sometimes when you get stopped out and your trade thesis plays, you can still kind of take that as a win, I think, because your intuition was correct. And in the end, the best traders have the best intuition, I think. And so trading that intuition and being right with trades, even if you didn't actually make money from it, like this one, for example, I'm still super happy about this one, even though I didn't actually win money because I freaking made a technical error and didn't set my ATM correctly. I'm still super happy this played out because my setup worked, and it kind of gives me confidence in my strategy. You get back in if you got the direction right, but got stopped out. Sometimes I do. Yeah, if I see that, oh man, a trade is going without me right after it kind of like stopped me out to the tick, sometimes I will market order it back in. And I feel like it's a little bit of a risk because if I lose again, then it's more likely to put me on tilt. You know what I mean? But I do it sometimes. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling. I guess I've won like that enough times where I still will do it. Like if every time I do that I lose, I would just stop doing that. But I have won a few times where stop out, it moves without you, get right back in, and then you hit your profit target. That has happened. So I do that sometimes. But ATM is it's like a Ninja Trader thing where you can set orders based on when your entry, it automatically sets your profit target and stop loss for you. So my default is 10 ticks profit target and minus 10 ticks stop loss. And yeah, I just had the wrong one set earlier. Okay, now we got movement. I don't know what this was, but okay. Some news must have hit. I guess it's 9 a.m. right now, so that was a news candle. I am seeing let's see, this is a failed second entry short right here. But man, yeah, that's a big risk right there. Okay. Thanks, Chili Dog. Yeah, I didn't know what ATM actually stood for. All I knew was that it made it so that it automatically set your profit target and stop loss when you entered. But okay, ATM stands for Auto Trade Management. That makes sense. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, honestly, Ninja Trader is. I actually think it's better than Tradeovate. It's just cleaner. I think it's more customizable. Yeah, I think your entries are also just more precise. I almost feel like I don't know, but I have been really enjoying Ninja Trader. Yeah, Facundo, this news candle, man, came out of nowhere. Like I was actually thinking about going short again, and then that happened. So I'm glad I didn't. And this also makes me feel better about getting stopped out here because it never would have hit my profit target anyway. It would have missed by 2 ticks and then stopped me out. But again, that's all just hindsight. Like I still think this was a good setup, and I lost it, and that's kind of how I should think about it. Okay, kind of got a little uptrend going on now. This is first entry long, second entry long. I'm gonna take this long right here.
Order submitted.
All right, so this would be a 17 tick trade. And my trade thesis is we have an uptrend from that news candle. First entry long. Okay, I can go here now. Second entry long.
Order submitted.
All right. Oh shoot, my orders got messed up. I need to adjust this. 12. There we go. Okay, got it just in time. Man, look at that. Second entry long.
Order
Boom.
filled.
Let's go. Perfect. First entry long, second entry long, fading this counter trend breakout. Log that. It's another beautiful price action scalp. Doing it live. Man, yeah, see, man, price moves fast, right? Like, if you even hesitate for a second, you could have missed that. And then, you know, here it comes back down. So, yeah, you just got to be, you can't hesitate when you're price action scalping, or the move will just go without you. Yeah, thanks, guys. This has been going a lot better than I feared, you know. Yeah, just taking these trades live and also being able to interact with chat. You know, I guess it is a little more I need to manage than just trading privately, but you know, I am enjoying the pressure, I guess, of it, and just being able to execute live in front of you all. It's fun. It's fun. Like, it's like I enjoy the challenge, and I also enjoyed interacting with all of y'all. Ben, I am not very far, honestly. I'm taking the price action, the non-forex course, and I'm at the part where he's talking about always in setups. So in the beginning, he kind of like introduced a lot of the concepts, so I kind of get the gist of it. But now we're going in depth into each specific concept. So I'm kind of learning the always in section right now. Hey, Jedi Trader. Yes, I am an ES only trader, and yeah, the reason for that I mentioned earlier was just because, you know, it has the most liquidity, so lowest slippage, and yeah, the risk is about kind of like where my appetite is. Just you know, the Nasdaq moves a little too fast, a little too volatile, and yeah, the ES is a little more friendly. I think the ES is the best instrument for beginner traders. Nice, Akash. Yeah, 1.5 points is yeah, that's not bad, man. Yeah, going for these small scalps, they add up, you know. Yeah, nice trade. Baby Squid. So my plan is to take a withdrawal as soon as I can. Doesn't matter where the account balance is. If I'm just barely above that 52,600 threshold, I'll just take $500 withdrawal. But I do want to pay myself, and I'm not going to worry too much about leaving like a huge buffer or anything. Yeah, in the end, the goal of a paid account, I think, is to withdraw money from it. And the longer you wait to take a withdrawal, the more risk you have in you know, either blowing it up, or, you know, going on tilt and blowing it up, or having a big losing streak to get, and then all of a sudden you're below that withdrawal threshold. The future is not guaranteed, right? So if I'm ever above that threshold during the payout windows, I will take a withdrawal. Ben, I prefer tick charts because I think these channels are a little more precise on tick charts for whatever reason. Like, I think, I don't know, like I just feel like yeah, like the like the price candles line up better with trend lines on tick charts for whatever reason. And then I do like how fast they form too. When there's a lot of activity, candles are forming like every 5-10 seconds, just putting in more data points for your analysis. So I do like that about tick charts. Baby squid, I've taken other withdrawals in the past. This won't be my first one, and that's how I know Apex is legit. I think to date I've probably taken 6 withdrawals from Apex. But this will be the first withdrawal on this particular account I'm trading on YouTube. J Bolt, nice job, man. 67 ticks. That's huge, man. Congrats on an amazing trading day. And yeah, honestly, I probably will be streaming again. Yeah, I'll definitely let y'all know when the next one will be. But yeah, it's been fun so far. Only one loss, so still 2 more losses left remaining. I think I've pretty much locked in at least a break-even day. Yeah, so I've won 3 trades, lost 1. So at worst, I'll either be break-even or like slightly down, just because I think my winners have 8 ticks, 11 ticks. Yeah, they've been slightly smaller than my loser so far. Trading futures daily. That's exactly right. Yeah. Don't want to put extra pressure on myself, right? It could be. I could take a withdrawal, but nothing's guaranteed. Jedi Trader, can you show your entire chart to see what you're trading? Like the top of what does that mean? Oh, you mean like the top of my Ninja Trader chart? Okay. Yeah, it says ES0923. Yeah, so I did a this stream platform. It's picking up the actual window, not my actual screen. So I actually can't show the top of the window because all the information is in the part of the screen that's not being shown. Yeah, Aaron, only 1 loss to keep me humble. That's right. Nice, Ivan. Hey, break even day. Actually, you're positive. 172 is a green day, man, and that means you already did better than 90% of traders. So congrats on the green day. Akash, I do not have a Discord. Jedi Trader. Sorry, this is a tick chart. It's a 2,000 tick chart. So each candle is 2,000 trades. All right. So we're in this pretty broad bull channel right now. I will be interested in going long if we can get a little break out of this micro channel back down to the EMA. Yeah, Jedi Trader. I'll probably, maybe for the next stream, I'll put that information on the screen somewhere. Kind of like I'm trading ES, and it's a 2,000 tick chart, just so there's no confusion as to like what chart you're looking at. Okay, so this actually is a first entry short, second entry short, failure. If I can get an entry closer to the EMA, I would take it. First entry short, second entry short to the EMA, failure. Yeah, I would take that long. Dude, Aaron, $108. Nice job, man. That is a solid green day. Yeah, no, and knowing when to stop is super important. Oh boy, look at this. Okay. See, I was interested in going long, but that is not what you want to see if you're looking for a long entry. So I'm not going to go long anymore. Yeah, actually, man, and continuation right here makes me want to go short now. This is kind of a counter trend breakout though. Below the EMA. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is like, I guess, a bit of a trading range. It's kind of looking like this right now. You know what? I think I could take this long, take it back to the top of the range. It's an upwards. Yeah, it's a bull channel. Okay, if we can. You know what? I'm gonna do it.
Order submitted.
Do it. I talked myself back into the trade. All right, and that's okay.
Order canceled.
Never mind. Never mind. All right, I got lucky there. I was going to take this failed second entry short setup to go long, then talk myself out of it, then talk myself back into it, and then it would have failed. I would have taken a loss there. So I'm glad I didn't enter this one. This is now looking like a second entry long though. One first entry long, second entry long. Take it back to the top of the range. You know what? I'm gonna do it. This EMA is just getting sliced through constantly, so I'm not really considering it right now.
Order submitted.
Yeah, you know what? I would take this. This is a second entry long setup, taking it back to the top of the range. All right, yeah, we'll see what happens. And this is another beauty of taking these stop order entries, is that if it doesn't go up, then I don't get, you know, like if the bearish momentum continues, then my long entry never gets triggered. Oh, shoot. All right.
Order submitted.
Okay, well, that wasn't managed very well, but let's go. Take it back to the top of the range. Big bull candle. Let's go. Yeah, originally I wanted to enter over here, actually, because this candle closed so quickly. Then, oh, I just got something that says my OBS studio disconnected. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I think Tom Hugard is a successful trader that uses a lot of intuition, and he's very, yeah, he's a really good trader. Ben, no, I actually don't really consider signal bars. And Al Brooks said in one of his courses that in the end, you can find the signal bar you want on a different chart or time frame, you know? And so just because you see a bullish signal bar on one time frame, you know, it could be a bearish one on another one, you know? So I don't really pay attention to signal bars too much. Yeah, this trade is so far, yeah, I mean, you know, we're closer to my profit target than my stop loss. Oh, not anymore. So this is annoying because if I had entered here and I kind of wanted to, I would have hit my profit target already. But man, this candle formed so fast that I just wasn't able to adjust my entry down here. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I'm already in this trade now. You know, my profit target stop loss is set. That's locked in. I'm not touching anything. It's just you know, I'm along for the ride now. It's like a roller coaster, right? Once you enter, you're on the roller coaster, and you know you're just you have no choice but to just ride it out. Yeah. That bullish candle was it could have been a bait, honestly. Like I do see lower highs and lower lows, so you know I'd say it's looking more bearish than anything. But yeah, you know, we'll see. Thanks. I'm not drawing this correctly. Like this, maybe. Yeah, Tom Hugard is that guy's a wild man. He trades with so much size too. I mean, yeah, he's a high stakes trader. And you have to really believe in your strategy and believe in yourself to be trading with, you know, that much size. All right, this is not looking good for my trade now. So if we can make a higher pivot low, I can move my stop below that. But until then, yeah, I'm not going to touch it. All right. Actually need to step away for a few minutes, so I'm gonna let this trade go on. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Here, I'm gonna put this on. All right, be right back.
Order filled.
All right, I'm back, and there it is, baby. There it is. This is why you let your trades fully play out. Like, I feel like old me would have just, I don't know, cut my trade short over here when I'm I'm definitely stopped out. But yeah, I don't know. Like once you enter, you just gotta let it fully play out because you never know what'll happen, right? Like look at this. That was a big one too. Let's go. 15 ticks. That is a second entry long. Sorry, catching up on chat. Yeah, Aaron, Walmart trades. Al Brooks described that as it's sometimes you just enter a trade. Usually these are swing trades, so there's like higher time frame trades, and then he just enters, then he just goes to Walmart. He makes sure his profit target and stop loss is set, then he just goes to Walmart. Doesn't monitor it or watch it, and just whatever happens happens. It's the best way to let something fully play out. And yeah, sometimes for me, I'll enter a trade and I get a little antsy. I'll just go for a walk. I'll walk my dog. I'll use the bathroom. Just anything to get away from the charts and come back and see what happens. Day trading next door is pretty good. Yeah, that guy. I think that guy also does trade intuition. He definitely seems to have really good intuition because he seems to win a lot. The one thing I will say though is that he doesn't show his account balances, so it's hard to know if he's only posting videos of his trades that he's winning. You know what I mean? But I don't doubt that he's a good trader. But he could be more transparent, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I didn't know that Day Trader Next Door also used Walmart Trade. Al Brooks does talk about the Walmart trade, so I wonder if... I feel like Al Brooks probably coined it originally. That guy's the OG. Jack. So right now, my win rate on this account is currently about 57%. Using only 1-to-1 trades. And man, yeah, I think that's the best measure of if you have an actual edge in your strategy or not, right? Like if you're only going for a 1-to-1 risk to reward and you're doing better than 50% win rate over the long term, and I've taken let's see, 150 trades already on this account, and I have a 57% win rate. That kind of is proof that my strategy does have an edge, Yeah, what's up, Jack? Thanks for tuning in. Existence. I trade one contract. Yep, only one contract. I used to trade more, but it's just based on the size of this paid account. It's just trading more than one contract is a little irresponsible in my opinion, just because you can't take multiple losses in a row without blowing the account. And I do want to grow this account responsibly. Honestly, even one contract is probably a little too much. Maybe I should go to micros. I think micros might be the more responsible way to trade it. But in the end, you trade prop firms because you want more leverage. And so I don't know. It does seem like people tend to use a little more risk when trading with prop firm capital because it's not their own money. And so I think one contract for me on the ES is kind of like the right balance. Jack, yeah. I mean, micros that's probably the more responsible way to trade. But also for me, I'm, like this 15 tick trade was a big one. My other trades were like, 12 ticks, 8 ticks, so I'm not going for big swing trades. So my risk is still pretty low. Like on an 8 tick trade with one mini, my risk is $100, so it just kind of like depends on your strategy, I guess. Also, that will determine what kind of size you're using. If you're going for big swing trades with with wide stops, but even, wider profit targets, you can definitely go lower. I think one ES contract might be a little much, but for these small scalps in and out within a few minutes, I think one contract works. Yeah, Facundo. I think yeah, just kind of you need more data to determine if your strategy is profitable or not. And I think just winning a 2 or 3 trades in a row, that doesn't mean anything, right? But once you have 50 trades, 100 trades with the same strategy, that's when you really start getting insights from from the data, and you can kind of determine if the strategy works or if you need to pivot to a new strategy. Nice job trading futures daily. Yeah, 30-minute trade. That's a long one, but I'm glad it ended well for you, man. Yeah, keep it up. Man, look at this strength right now. Okay, yeah. So this longer term bull channel I drew actually did hold, and looks like we are kind of, on the higher time frames, we are making higher lows and higher highs. All right. Okay, so we are now above the EMA in a bull channel. So yeah, I'm looking for a long scalp. If we can get, let's see, this was first entry short, second entry short, failure. This would have been another good one. Here's a first. Yeah, okay. If we can get a first entry long, second entry long, with an entry near the EMA and the bottom trend line, I will take that. Nice trading futures daily. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta step away from the computer and let it fully play out. Enjoy life, eat some melons. You know, then come back to good news. That's always the best. And also, I don't know if you're the same way. When I come back to a trade after stepping away, I'm always preparing for the worst. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna prepare to get stopped out. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. And yeah, if it's a win, it just feels that much better. Pete, that's right, man. Yeah, that first trade should have been a winner, man. Then I'd be up. Yeah, man. Probably, yeah, I'd be up a lot more today. But again, I'm not trying not to focus on profit. Just trying to focus on the setups. I still do consider my first trade to be a win, and yeah, I think trading on streaming trading on stream does help me be more disciplined, and just talking through why I'm entering a trade kind of solidifies it kind of like, yeah, helps me solidify like my strategy in my head, and it makes me more sure that what I'm doing is according to my trading plan, because I'm like saying it out loud. I am going to take this long.
Order submitted.
Bounce off the EMA in a nice little uptrend. We'll see if we can take it to new highs.
Order submitted.
All right, I'm in. 11 ticks. This is a second entry long, first entry long, second entry long. This is a pretty great signal bar. Yeah, we'll see what happens. There is some congestion here. Not the best, but you know, if I had to pick one direction to scalp, it would be long right now, just based on price action. All right, things are looking okay so far. Just gonna let it fully play out. All right, just chopping around. You know, and usually these setups, like entering with these stop orders, you expect it to kind of like shoot up more. And so this is not what I want to see, but you know, once I'm in. So no exiting early. Aaron, yeah. My risk to reward, the way I see it, having a 1-to-1 risk to reward, I kind of think that at worst, I have a 50% chance of winning the trade. And at best, it's a lot higher because, you know, I'm trading based on a setup and my edge is what makes the win rate above 50%. But, you know, I think at worst, it's just a coin flip, right? Like, I will say that at my point of entry, this strong bull bar, there was a greater than 50% chance that it would go up here than down here. And so it's a good trade. Even if I lose, it was a good trade. You know, it's kind of, you know, having that kind of mentality just helps with taking trades, not hesitating. And yeah, just living with the result, you know, like I'll probably get stopped out here and, you know, that's fine. Can't win them all. Having a great day so far. So yeah, whatever happens, happens.
Order filled.
All right, got stopped out. Yeah, that's fine. That is a loss. Second entry long. All right, so second loss of the day. Let's see, minus 11 ticks. 2EL. With trend. Just kind of follow the trend. All right, so that was our second loss of the day. So we have one more loss until I hit my daily loss limit. Yeah, but man, having a good day so far, you know? Can't complain. Even if I lose this next trade, I kind of have locked in a green day, you know? So, yeah, no matter what happens, it'll be a good day. Jedi Trader, so 2EL means second entry long. Basically, this is the first entry long. I took this second entry long. That failed. That's why it's a red 2EL. This one was a first entry long, second entry long that I won. So I put a green 2EL here. And then 2ES means second entry short. Jack, do I have a target for number of trades or profit target? So my profit target is $1,000. So once I hit $1,000, I'm done. But this is a pretty hard target to hit because my loss limit is 3 losses. So as soon as I hit my 3rd loss, I'm done for the day. And so currently I have 2 losses. So if I take 1 more loss, I'll be done for the day. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have this little bear channel forming. Let's see, this is yeah, still too choppy right now. Trying to just wait for a direction. Sorry, I gotta take care of some day job stuff real quick. Oh man, look at this dump. Right back down to the bottom of the range. Jack, the background music is streaming from it's like a no copyright lo-fi video. Here, I can copy and paste it in the chat. It's very relaxing. Okay, so here we have a bear breakout from a bear channel. So we could potentially look for a pullback retest. So here's the first entry short. Gets back up here. Maybe take another short scalp, but yeah, we'll see. Man, seeing these strong bear bars, it looks like always in short, especially followed by, you know, this. Sorry, especially after this kind of this bear channel. And this looks like a little bull flag. Oh, sorry, bear flag inside a bear trend. So I am tempted to take a short right here. But man, ideally this would kind of push closer to the EMA, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, no problem, Jack. I love lo-fi. I think it's like the perfect thing to have on while you're working or studying. Yeah, just because there's no lyrics, you know, your brain is kind of still focused on whatever you're doing at hand. Yeah, whenever I listen to songs with lyrics, I just get distracted. And I want to take the short. I just feel like it's a good downtrend. There's a little pivot high here that I can put my stop at. All right, I am.
Order submitted.
If we come back up here, I will take this. Hopefully I didn't miss my entry. Oh man, might go without me. Nope. Okay, come on, come back up, fill me up. Come on. It's gonna go without me. All right. Maybe is it? Come on.
Order
All right,
filled.
I'm in on this one. All right. Little pullback. All right, so if I lose this trade, this will be my last trade of the day. But if I win, I'm going to keep going. We'll see. The trend is down right now, so I think there's a greater than 50% chance I'll win this, but, you know, who knows? There we go. Come on. A few more ticks. Yeah. Man, I do like jazz. If my videos have lo-fi jazz sometimes in the background, I love that genre. 8484F. Hi. This is me saying hi back. Jack. No, I don't really do any economic analysis just because yeah, I'm just going for short-term scalps. Doesn't really matter what the macro is. I just care what the next 5 minutes looks like, you know. Existence pause. I guess yeah, I think you can pause the live stream. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to pause this trade because we just hit our profit target. Nice. All right. So this was a second entry short. First entry short, second entry short, took it to new lows. I saw that it was bearish. So I had a bearish bias. And yeah, it played out. Just copy and paste this. Change this to ES. This was what? Plus 11 ticks. ES. Oh, man, look at this. Hit my target, then reversed. So, man, this is why I don't know, like this, I like setting profit targets based on my risk because it's so arbitrary sometimes. I just don't know where else to set it. I guess you could have said that, okay, this price, it hit this pivot low, but I don't know, why not this one, right? If you set this as a profit target, you would have, you know, it wouldn't have hit and then it would have reversed up to stop you out. Like it's just, I think setting price setting profit targets is one of the hardest parts of trading, and so I just set it based on my risk. It seems arbitrary, but I think that's that's how trading is. Pete, I honestly have not even sim traded NQ. I've only done ES. Yeah, I just never felt like I needed to switch to anything else. I knew that it had the most liquidity, and so yeah, I just stuck with it. I really don't think I've ever traded NQ. I have traded QQQ options, but yeah, I haven't traded NQ futures. Jack. Yeah, so at the end of every day, I will review my trades and log them. I'll take a screenshot of, like all of my trades, kind of analyze if there were some things that I missed before entering the trade that could have maybe prevented a loss. And yeah, it's just a good exercise to train your brain to look for certain things or look for certain like red flags that might make a trade not as good as you initially thought. And just being able to practice that helps me do it faster in real time. But I have also noticed that sometimes it's better to just keep things as simple as possible. And I think that's also partly why, yeah, I mentioned this earlier, just, the reason why I moved away from ICT is just because he has so many concepts that if you try to learn them all, you'll never be able to take a trade because you'll always find reasons not to enter because of this concept that he has or this other concept that he has. And it just makes you feel less confident about trades just from knowing too much information. Thanks, Jack. Yeah, so I do post all my trade screenshots on my community tab. And then, yeah, I don't go through too much analysis in the community tab, but in my trade recap videos, I do analyze the trades. Man, look at this. Yeah, this is one of the cases where it hit my profit target, then reversed all the way back up. So I'm glad I said it right here. But this is a counter trend breakout, and so I will look to go short. Thanks, Trader Andre. Yeah, maybe every Friday might be a little too much to commit to, but maybe like once a month or something. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it so far. By the way, if y'all are enjoying the stream, really would appreciate if you hit that like button. Yeah, hopefully maybe this can help it get on the YouTube algorithm, and YouTube can send it to other traders. I'm gonna take a short right here. By the way, this is a second entry short. I think I have to do
Order
a limit
submitted.
Oh no. Oh, okay. .12 risk. It's not bad.
Order
Okay.
submitted.
All right, I'm in. So this was just fading a counter trend breakout. We have a bear trend, overall bear trend. First entry short, second entry short. It did push past the EMA pretty significantly, but yeah, I still think this is a decent trade. So we'll see what happens. All right, this is not looking good so far. Put it that way. Oh, okay, hold on. I actually... Oh, never mind. All right. Do you expect the summer to be a bit slower? I have no idea, honestly. I Yeah, whatever happens in the summer, yeah, I have no idea. Won't really affect my strategy. I'm just going for small moves anyway. So yeah, I'm not really concerned about that. I am going to exit this real quick though.
Order filled.
Okay, so what we just saw was I switched to a sim account real quick. Not sim account, an eval account real quick. So I'm actually copying all my trades onto Apex eval accounts with a multiplier using the Apex trade copier. And I just didn't realize that I already passed the profit target for that one account. So I just had to exit out of it. But yeah, this trade is actually not looking good. First entry short, second short failure. I guess I could have considered that it just broke so strongly above the EMA that this wasn't really resistance anymore. And the play might have been to do a failed second entry short and enter right here to see if it can go further up. But I don't know. Yeah, this is a pretty big downtrend, so yeah, I don't mind if I lose this one. I'm trading 2 evals right now, so I'm copying all my trades with a 4 contract multiplier onto 2 evals. And yeah, so if I go on a losing streak, the evals will get blown, but you know, I'm kind of okay with cycling through them. Just because I know that over the long term, yeah, like I'll be able to. Okay.
Order filled.
All right, actually, I need to step away for 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I had to take a quick call. But unfortunately, we got stopped out here. So this is a failed, second entry short. Loss. Okay. All right. So that is my 3rd loss of the day. Just want to quickly. Sorry. Yeah, just want to quickly recap the day before we end the stream. This first trade, failed second entry short setup. Man, it would have won, but I just had the wrong ATM setup. So I took it was a break-even trade. But yeah, I mean, next time I'll just be more careful about that. So lesson learned. And yeah, pretty much saw this downtrend forming, scalped down a few times. Then I failed a bearish scalp, which kind of made me maybe flip my bias a little bit to be bullish. Then we took 2 bullish scalps and won them. Yeah, actually, man, now looking at it big picture, we can kind of see this is just like a trading range. And so trying to go long here at the top of the trading range was, maybe not the best idea. But yeah, that's something that also kind of just keep in mind for next time. Yeah, and then ended the day with 2 short scalp attempts, won and lost 1, which is just how it goes. So overall, a really solid day of price action scalping. Oh shoot, let me take this out. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to all the different stream buttons. Actually, shoot, I need to update this real quick. Minus 12 ticks to ES. Follow the trend. Okay, so the trade log is updated with all my trades today. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Jedi Trader, I won't be streaming every day. Maybe once a month. Maybe. Don't want to commit to anything yet. Just because, yeah, I don't really know how my schedule will look like. But yeah, I would definitely love to stream again though. And, I'll definitely let everyone know in my community tab updates if I do plan another live stream. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like. And if you're not subscribed yet, would also appreciate if you subscribed. You can follow along my trading journey. I post daily account updates in my channel's community tab, and I post around like 1 trade recap video where I just recap all my trades for the day. And I also provide some insights into maybe psychology lessons I'm learning, or other Al Brooks concepts that I'm learning. And yeah, feel free to follow along my trading journey. I'm 100% transparent. Post account balances and P&L and all that, as you can see in here. But yeah, overall pleased with today's trades. Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for being active in the chat and interacting with me. I'm sure the next live stream will be even smoother than today. There were a few hiccups here and there, but overall, it was a great experience. All right. Hope everyone has a great trading day. Yeah, trade safe. Today is the monthly options expiry date. So this afternoon could be pretty wild. And let's just say I'm glad to be done in the morning. But that's it from me. Thanks again for tuning in. All right. Take care, everyone.